Hello, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Cubbage, and it is etiquette class. We are just a couple of days away from Valentine's Day, and I have some really great etiquette tips for you. Okay, so make sure you stick around for that. Etiquette class with Mrs. Cubbage is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can find them on Instagram or you can email them at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. Etiquette class with Mrs. Cubbage will begin in just a moment. Well, hello there. And I have got some wonderful Valentine's Day etiquette that I believe will be very, very helpful. I was doing a Google search, a wonderful Google search. You know, Google is your friend. Okay, Google is your friend. But I had some thoughts of my own about Valentine's Day and the things that you need to do. However, the Google search kind of helped me to expand a bit on the things that I wanted to talk about. So the first thing I wanted to talk about concerning Valentine's Day was being thoughtful. And then the things that I wanted to say about being thoughtful for Valentine's Day, when I did my Google search, it kind of made me switch gears just a little bit. So I'm going to read. Now, it's more than just being thoughtful with gifts. And one thing that I was thinking that is a wonderful thing to think about. When being thoughtful, you want to be respectful of others' feelings. Be kind to people who are single, bereaved, or even divorced, right? Because I'm sure that Valentine's Day for those who are especially bereaved and divorced, I'm sure that Valentine's Day has a very different meaning to them at this point. Maybe not so much with someone who is single, but bereaved and divorced. You want to be thoughtful and kind. So I was thinking more thoughtfulness in a sense of what to get your mate or your friend or whoever you will call your Valentine, right? But I love that idea to be kind and thoughtful to someone who is single, bereaved, divorced. You should always be kind anyway. Anyway, anytime you are, especially out in the public, you should always genuinely be kind. Now, if you, again, are being kind, you want to also spread the spirit of the day to people who make your life better, right? So again, I bring up your mom, your dad, your grandma, even your brother, your sister, of course, your spouse, your roommate, anybody that you share spaces with. I have a teaching partner, other friends. I know lots of people in the community. Let's spread the love and the spirit of the day to others, right? if you are taking someone out to dinner, you want to make sure that, number one, especially on Valentine's Day and that whole weekend. Now, Valentine's Day this year falls in 2 days on Friday. And boy, it is going to be a busy, busy day. It's going to be busy all weekend. People are going to celebrate the whole. They've been celebrating, that I've noticed. So with that being said, if you want to go somewhere specifically out to dinner or something like that, you want to go to a special restaurant, please, 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 please make reservations. I'm hoping that since by the time you see this, it is Wednesday, please make sure that you have already made plans. Okay, make sure you already made reservations or purchased tickets to a show or whatever it is that you plan to do special for your significant other. I pray that you already have those things already on tap. If you go out, you want to make sure you, if you're a gentleman, you pull out the lady's chair for her. You want to make sure you keep great eye contact with one another, especially at the dinner table and while you're talking. Avoid talking too much about yourself and don't interrupt your date. Please don't do that. People do not like that. If you're the one who made the reservations, make sure you're the one who pays the check. Now, I don't want to not be politically correct, but I mean, I guess the one who makes the reservation should pay. I don't know if it's necessarily the man, if the couple is man-woman, if the man should pay. But if you're not a couple that's man-woman, who pays, right? So I'm going to say whoever makes the reservation, you're the one paying. And make sure that you end your evening on a positive note. Okay, so make sure that all is well, all is great, especially if you're in a new relationship, if you're in a newer relationship and you want to see this person again. Try not to go too crazy, too overboard. Don't talk about yourself a lot. I mean, if they ask you some questions, of course, be honest, answer those questions and whatnot. But don't go overboard, okay? Don't go overboard, please. But with that being said, you definitely want to go out on a positive note. Now, a lot of these things are some of my idea. Some of them are on the Google search. There are some really awesome things on Google, some other things that I myself did not bring up, some things that I also didn't think of, but that's okay. Things like under the Google search, you want to make sure that you give your full attention to your date. Also, this is something that I'm going to suggest. I did not see this on here, but etiquette-wise, if you are out on a date, I personally suggest that you keep your cell phones in your pocket. I mean, you could certainly take some pictures of yourself, of the food, of the restaurant, or wherever you end up. But I suggest that while you're supposed to be giving your date your full attention, right? Here is not giving them your full attention, okay? Keep it here, right? Eye contact. And I think it'll be just better. It'll be a better time. You'll, especially if you're new, a new couple, it'll be a lot more, you'll be a lot more comfortable with each other. And then the next time you get together, you'll be even more comfortable with one another, and so forth and so on. So keep these tips and ideas of etiquette in mind. I pray that you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, whether you stay home or whether you go out, whatever it is that you do. Please be safe. It is on a Friday, so it's going to be the weekend. People are going to be rushing around and busy, in the stores and restaurants and flower shops and everything are going to be so busy. But if you plan ahead, even 2 days before, you should be okay. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you again really soon. Have a great Valentine's Day weekend. Okay? Take care. Bye.